Yeah, if we come over on our car here and we look underneath there, this is part 22. Camera cut off on me again. This is the worst cross member that we have here. Get this thing to focus there. That cross member right there is kind of rough, so we'll have to go in there and fix that up a little bit. But actually, the rest of them, see if you look at this one, it's got a little bit, but it's not horrible. But anyway, we're going to take and get in here and get this floor straightened out. This one's mostly intact for the most part, so, and that'll help a little bit. I'm going to try and make the same bends there, because it's flat down on the bottom here. Flat on the bottom in here, and then on the top you got a bend right in here in this seam here. But I'm trying to recreate that as best as I can and get her going there. But that's a heck of a weld right here. Yep. Anyway, yeah, that's what we got here. We're gonna take and we're gonna try to work on getting this car, you know, somewhat solid. The frame is perfect on this car. It's got a lot of surface rust, so it's not, I mean, it's not anywhere rotted at all that I see on it at all. So, now that part's good. So, there we go. But yeah, I'm trying to work on getting this floor straightened out here on this thing, and I got me a nice helmet now. Ain't the best, but you know, this is a good start. So it's a nice auto darkening helmet there, and Lincoln Electric. So this will be huge help. Now my next thing to do is guess you can turn that thing to grind if you're grinding or whatever. So that's nice. Come on, focus. There it is. Yeah, you can adjust that helmet there, and that makes it pretty nice. I'm trying to come up in the world a little bit, but I gotta go get the gas for this MIG welder and make it work right. But it's just got old flux core in it right now, but we gonna fix that. But anyway, maybe this will help here. I don't want to do that. There we go. I had a piece of plastic still on it. Anyway, that's where we're at here. So we're trying to get this thing straightened out here, and I'm working on this Durango too. I got so much going on, it ain't funny, but it did tweak the frame a little bit, but it's not horrible. But the other side ain't too bad at all, but this side, it did tweak it a little bit, so yeah. It pushed this part in a little bit, and then it twisted that, so it kind of took the whole thing and put it over. But once you go back about, I don't know, about 6-7 inches, it's fine from that point on. So right where my finger's at, from that point, actually about right in here where my finger's at, from that point back, it's fine. It's just from that point all the way up, it's tore up a little bit. Now this side is the worst. This side over here, it got just a little bit. If you look at her hood, you know, it kind of pushed the hood over a little bit. But the frame right in here, it's not as bad. This is a little bit right in here, but I mean, it ain't bad at all. But anyway, so I'm trying to work on this thing and get it going. It's just a shame because this radiator and all, I just literally put that in here. You had to go back and look at my videos. I just put this radiator on here and the water pump and all that good stuff. And then the lady run a stop sign, plus made a legal left turn and hit me. So I literally just put that radiator on, put this fan clutch on, put the water pump on right here, and had to go through all that, and the alternator. I put that on too. But it's just, I mean, it's always something here. But I took my battery tray out, and I'm gonna find a hood, another hood hinges, and get a whole nother, basically a whole nother front clip for it. But I mean, I had a time getting this bumper off. Got all the bolts out of it, and man, that thing was so twisted up, wasn't funny. It twisted this radiator spore up pretty good. This side's okay. And then to get to it right in here, on over, I mean, it twisted up pretty good. Yep, that's junk. And it tweaked it right there too. But anyway, my goal, if I can get another front clip on this thing and straighten this frame out enough to where you could take and put a radiator back in here. And thank God I saved the original radiator out of this thing. This is the original, well, might not be original, but the one that was in it when I bought it anyway. I'm so glad I saved that, because now I can use that for a template when I go straight the frame up to set them thing back down in there. It'll kind of tell me where I need to be with it. But think about renting a porta power and just kind of maybe get a torch or something and just heat this thing up and straighten it. But that's what's going to have to be done. But it's not that horrible. It looks worse than what it is, but I've got to get this thing on the road. It did not hurt any of the suspension or none of that. And this cross member in here, I mean, it didn't even touch that at all. It didn't hurt none of the steering or anything. It just, this little bit right in here. Yeah, that's where it stops. From this point on forward, it's messed up. I even thought about just cutting it off and, you know, just weld another section on it. Thought about doing that too, but they ain't made my mind up yet. But anyway, that's where we're at. The fender, all that, you know, I don't care about all that because that could be replaced, but it's always something. So now I'm down the vehicle, and on top of that, because of this accident and all that, with all that happening, wasn't able to get to work at night, and I lost my job. So now I don't have a job right now. So now I'm looking for a job and trying to get all this mess straightened out. Plus, it's just a big mess right now. It really is. So hopefully I've been putting in job applications. I'll have something lined up within, I hope soon. But it's always something. But that's why I've been trying to pit on this car, just to kind of clear my mind a little bit. But it's always something, because and this truck on top of my C10 here, it's on its last leg. I mean, the motor in this thing ain't gonna last too much longer. But I mean, it's using oil like crazy. I mean, it's bad. It's so bad now that, I mean, I had to go and get the 6-quart jug here. That's got 6 quarts in it. Yep, there it is right there. Now I'm going through that. 6 quarts in about a week. It's burning it like crazy, but it's weird because it's not smoking out the exhaust or nothing. It's just burning it like crazy. The only thing I can figure is either the valve guides are worn out, or, you know, it's got, the cylinders are so worn out. It ain't funny, but it needs a motor. I mean, that's what it boils down to. It needs a motor. And I got that 350 that's on the back of my F-150 that I want to clean up and put in it, but it's just time. And now, you know, it's even harder now because I don't have a job. So now, I don't know what I'm going to do anymore. I really don't. But it's always something. Amazing how one accident, you know, messes up a lot of stuff. And thank God, thank the Lord, that I ended up having the extra money and paying this lane a little bit ahead. So I'm so glad I did that, because that bought a little bit of time. So I'm safe on that part. But it's always something. But it's sad, but you know, I even took the note, and even this was not even my fault at all. And I even showed the note and everything, but they let me go because I wasn't able to get to work, and even explain to them, you know, I had no way to get up there. And on top of all that mess, we had to get a ride. I had to call like 3 to 4 people to get a ride to get home. So by the time I get home, I was supposed to work at 7 o'clock. It was almost 9 o'clock at night, and it was just always something. But anyway, enough about that. But figure something out. But gotta get a motor for this truck. It needs a motor, like, bad. And then I'm just piddling around with this thing. Just bored and trying to get it straightened out. But like the motor that I was going to throw in this thing, I got a roller 305, but you know, once again, it's got to be, you know, at least pulled apart in the gasket kit put in there. I got that. And then, cause I don't know what more I'm going to do. I don't know. And I got the issue with the lower radiator hose on this C10, and I've trying to do research. But what I did, I upgraded to a lawn water pump on this truck. And when I did that, I almost need a longer radiator hose. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about.